Was here already counting.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to our the Sunshine Shoulders, Moonshine Shoulders Happy Hour. I'm Calvin.
I'm John.
We appreciate everybody stopping by. We'll wait till a few people get on here, John, before we get started.
Okay. It seems to be quite a topic of what I'm drinking today. Well, today I'm drinking Absolute, but it's only water. It's only water.
Well, John, you're retired. You want to drink, you can drink.
That's the way I look at it.
Just don't drink on the show.
That's right.
And you can drink all you want. Hell,
that's
why we came over here. Freedom.
I have.
Let's wait. Get a few more people on here.
All right.
We'll give some shout outs first. Guillermo Herbert D. Montoya Hernandez Goldfarb. Wow, that's the longest name we've ever had on here, John. He said he took the Moderna and he had some side effects. What about you, John? Do you have any side effects from yours?
I tell you, I took AstraZeneca, and it kicked my butt. I'll be honest with you. For 16 hours there, I had body aches, headache. I felt like crap. I'm still not right if I ever was right. I'm getting a little better, but that's been a week and a half now, and
yeah,
I wouldn't get the AstraZeneca again. I had the choice between AstraZeneca and Sinovac. In hindsight, I would try to Sinovac. Maybe it's the same. I don't know.
Well, they got that new Sinovac that's really good, they said. Hey, Derek, but Guillermo Herbert D. Montoya Hernandez Goldfarb, he won the name award today, John. We're going to give him that. Hey, Mike D., how's it going? Yeah, Mike D., he made it a point to let me know that on record, if this makes anybody feel good, there's a white man with the longest member, on record. And I told him I'm going to take his word for it, John, because I'm not going to go around measuring anybody's cock.
I'm not either.
Not anytime soon, but it's okay, Mike D. We're going to take your word for that. Okay.
Well, Mike D's been with us a long time. And
he's a good guy.
He's
a good guy. I'm just messing with him, but I just wanted to let him know I'm going to take his name for it. Hey, Cal, Deb, when we see that JH, we'll see that the NTZ's in the house, man. Thank y'all for what y'all do to keep this a safe and decent environment, guys.
Well, as Calvin said many times, it gets very hot here. The last 3 days that we've had overcast, and it's felt a lot better.
Thanks, Sam Champion, for this shirt, man. Also, I got on a pair of he sent me some size 2X boxer shorts, man. I'm going to give you a shout out for that because my girlfriend said, oh, those are too big. I said, I don't wear nut huggers. See, that's what they wear over here. We call them nut huggers, John. Those tight, crouch, what they call them? The jumps. Yeah, briefs. I don't wear them things.
Old man underwear. That's
I don't wear them. Thank you, Sam Champion, man. Give me a chance to breathe over here. Okay, John, go ahead and get started. What's first on the agenda?
Well, let's talk about shirts. I told you I had two families in the village, and these people got dirt floors in their house and everything. They went through the KO stores and dug through and got me 3 shirts. Now, this one here, I couldn't find a tag in it, but it's probably XX. This is definitely an Asian shirt, and the reason I say that is the buttonholes are sideways. So, how about that was interesting?
There's Jing in the Philippines on here. Good morning, Jing.
Hey, Jing.
When we get down your way, you promised us an interview. You and a few of those bikini splashers.
Now, how about Jing? How is the lockdown down there? From what we see, you guys have a higher level now.
MECQ, yeah. They're chomping at the bit to raise ours up here, John. The doctor said that the hospitals are crowded and the quarantine centers are crowded. I got some good news. We went to Bacala yesterday, SM Mall. And, man, I've seen more sales. This pandemic is really affecting these lockdowns. I've seen more sales at these stores than I've ever seen in the Philippines. 40% off, 50% off. Buy one, get one free. I never saw that in the Philippines before.
Well, I had something happen to me this week, kind of on the same lines. The apartment building, and we've done a video on that. The apartment building I live in has 12 units. I've been the only one living there for over a year. Now, we do have a Filipino couple renting, but I got a message from the manager that my rent has actually gone down from 7,000 pesos a month to 5,500 pesos a month.
Oh, wow.
So that's $140 down to $110.
Well, y'all see what I'm talking about? I've never seen that before here.
But if
Usually goes up.
If you guys watch the video on Sunshine Shoulders, $140 a month apartment, it's $110 now, and the apartments are pretty nice.
Yeah, for $110. Yeah. Hey, Dez is hanging out, Haven. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, that's pretty good, John. Going down, they took 1,500 pesos off those.
That's 21% decrease.
But remember, the owners of his building, the Filipinos, they live in America. See, so they're getting this American thinking now. Like, hey, we rather have a full apartment complex at 5,500 than an empty one at 7,000. Come on, guys.
I was the only renter for at least a year there.
Hey, Cornelius Mac, what's going on, man? Good to see you. He likes them thick Filipinos, John. That's what he said.
They're here, but they are few and far between.
He's got him on. Hey, Tim Gun Lover, nice to meet you. I told you I was going to have your buddy on here, John, today.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
He says, hey, Rockstar, maybe hitting Thailand first. Okay. It seems that they have their shift together.
If you do go to Thailand, I would be very interested in seeing the comparisons. Anybody that's been to the Philippines and Thailand, just for comparisons. I've never been to Thailand.
Well, I'm going to tell you something about Thailand that I found shocking. We were talking about suicides yesterday, right? It is a large suicide rate among expats in Thailand, man. The highest in the world.
Really?
Yeah, I was shocked about that. And, you know, it's so many articles online about this, guys. Be careful. I don't know what it is about Thailand, but more Americans and foreign expats commit suicide in Thailand than anywhere else.
I wonder why.
So be careful about that. Hey, Cal Dedman, what's going on? Since you got that raise, man, you've been acting kind of funny, man. He was trying to put me in timeout, John. Really?
I love it. I love it.
What's up, Jacob Tanjay, JH? There's Ingram Davis on here.
Good to see you, Ingram.
I want to take a minute, man, and send our deepest condolences, the Moonshine Shoulders and Sunshine Shoulders, to the Noy Aquino family. And the people of the Philippines, man, this was their president, Noy Aquino, the son of Ninoy Aquino and Corazon Aquino, and the brother of Chris Aquino, recently passed away. 61 years old, man. He was young. And I just want to send our deepest condolences, because I'm going to tell you, I feel like I know him, John, because I was in the Philippines when he was elected. People were excited, you know, and he moved the economy along real well.
I have to ask why it's 61. That's, I'm 61. That's pretty young. I'm sure he had the best health care available here.
Yeah. H-Tag said, hey, Cal, how close are you to Bacala? Actually, 2 hours on the bus through the mountains, but if you drove maybe an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes.
Depending on the traffic.
I didn't know there's no traffic in the mountains.
Well, but you never know.
Yeah, but if you go straight through there, it's pretty close. I timed it yesterday, and it was 2 hours on that bus, and they're stopping in all these little towns and everything, but it's really a big city, man, compared to, it reminds me of Cebu. It's just not as clean as Cebu.
I forget the population, but it is a big city.
Yeah. Hey, Simply Actor, she's on here today.
Good to see you.
Stephen Bryson, I see you, brother. What you got on there, John?
Okay, I'm going to talk about, I'm going into next week will be week number 4 of having my car. Before the pandemic, buses ran so good and they were so cheap. I never needed a car, but, we've been locked down for a long time here. Getting a car has really changed my life. I'm busy now, where before I was very bored, and one of the things I would do for the boredom was drinking, and I don't even drink that much anymore. But I said this to Clayton Murray the other day. I've driven about 250 miles and saw 2 accidents already. Driving here is crazy, especially at night. A lot of motorcycles and even vehicles don't have their lights on, or maybe they don't work and they, whatever. But it is very treacherous to drive here. Also, the gasoline here is very expensive. I trip away on 621.21. The average price in USA was $3 a gallon. Well, I filled mine up the other day. It's $4.20 a gallon. That's all for regular.
Wow. Yeah, I told my girlfriend, I said, John's had that car for almost a month. He hasn't even asked me, hasn't even took me on a ride yet. Guess what she said? Well, maybe he doesn't want to get pulled over by the police by having you in there.
This isn't the U.S. We don't have to worry about that here. Now, Tint came with mine free. Well, of course, nothing's free. Pay for it. You could not see inside my car.
Wow, you got that limousine tent.
I guess, but that was they put
make
that
you
on
feel
there.
important.
Not really.
Hey, Rodney Hooks, what's going on? He says, "What's up, brother?" They are saying that Philippines is experiencing a major outbreak. Is that true? In some areas, man, yeah, they've cranked up the quarantine list. They're trying to do it for us. It's June the 30th is when they do the evaluation again, and I honestly think we're going to go up to MECQ, man.
Now, I have a remote village that I go to here, and I'm not going to mention no names or anything. I was there Wednesday, and they are now mandatory to wear a mask. Now, we've been in this strict lockdown here with face shields and mask and everything else for a year and 4 months, but they're just now starting to wear masks. So I'm kind of thinking maybe the cities might be getting a little better, but now it's going to the remote provinces, so we'll see.
Hey, Expat 101, he said that Sunshine Shoulders, I love you too.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's because in the paper today, the Manila Times, they said that they're thinking about easing the quarantine up in Metro Manila, but everywhere else, Zamboanga City, Dumaguete City, Davao City, Cagayan de Oro, Iloilo, it's MECQ. They're basically locked down, man. Now, the beaches and resorts are closed here because it's a big holiday now. It's a big St. John's holiday. They call it San Juan here, but it's real big Catholic holiday. So everything's closed to prevent mass gatherings.
And religion definitely plays a big part in the Philippine culture. Sunday, at my wife's insistence, we're taking my car, or her car, I bought it for her, to be blessed by the church. Now, I asked her how much that was going to cost me. She said, I'll make a donation of 500 pesos, but I am going to ask the priest that if I get in a wreck, do I get a refund on that? I got a feeling I won't.
So he's going to
bless the car.
Yeah, well, they bless everything.
Well, and when I took the driver's class, 15 hours of it, one thing they said was you should pray before and after you drive.
Well, they sometimes you see the taxi driver, he's praying before while he's driving. Hey, what's going on, Brian Nichols? Man, glad you could join us. Clayton Murray said, wow, John, your rent's gone down.
I know.
Must be your house party. Is that right?
Yeah, all me.
I love LaChan says, I've never seen anything become cheaper in the Philippines before. That's what I just said.
21% less.
That's good, man.
Yeah, really.
Butch Helton says that just BLO2, the country will evaporate before bar fans lower. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, because we set the price on that. I called a lot of slack. Stay away from those bars, man. You can come in the hood and get a good deal, a pandemic booty for about, 300 to 500 pesos. And they're not bad looking, John.
No, they're not. Well, even the unattractive women in the Philippines are good looking.
Yeah. Now remember, there's a place right around the corner from you.
Yes, they
not far from me that sells that pandemic booty.
And if anybody gets over here, one of my squatter neighbors either owns a place or manages a place. Before you would ever want to go over there, please get with me. I'll introduce you to them if that's what you're into. I'm not.
Wow. Will Shaw says a lot of those suicides in Thailand are homicides. And I read a great article on that, Will Shaw, that the United States and especially Britain, they're clamping down on Thailand to start investigating a lot of these murders over there, because if you get killed over there, they don't even investigate your murder, John, over there. I'm not too happy about this Thailand.
Well, that's one thing here. Foreigners are treated better than a lot of the local people here, which I don't agree with that. We all ought to be the same. But that's why it's such a big deal when a foreigner gets killed here. I mean, they make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, Derek Kazanara said the same thing. He said a lot of expats get killed in Thailand, and they call it suicide. And see, that people say, I've never been to Thailand. They said, why the Philippines? Because they treat you so well over here, man. I've never been treated better anywhere. I've been around the world. Then they treat you here in the Philippines. Why they do that, I don't know. They say, well, you're rich. I'm not
I don't
rich.
think that's. I don't think that's all of it though.
I think it's just their culture, John. They
so
treat
too.
you good. Let's see what he said. Michael Ward said nut huggers.
I like it.
He
Crime
said crime
fighters.
fighters, yeah. But yeah, that's what we called it in my house growing up, man. If my mother bought us those briefs, oh man, my brothers, they would ride us out. Hey, Chriselle, Sebastian, what's going on?
Good to see you, Chriselle.
Remember, you want us to come on your channel, we can do that split screen with if you have the what's it called, the StreamYard.
Okay, what's this Expat 101? John, I didn't have your hairline nor color 35. This is all real. I mean, everybody gets on me about it. My father was 65 before his went gray. My grandfather, he died when he was almost 80, and he still had a lot. He had some white on the sides. Mine's coming, but it's all real.
What's going on, Maximus? He said, what kind of car did you buy, John?
I bought a Toyota Wigo. It was like $15,500 brand new. And like I say, for the money I paid for it, I'm happy with it so far. We'll see how it lasts. Now, something I thought was interesting, it does not have a heater. Of course, you don't need one here. It does not have a defroster. It does not have vents. And you can't put the air to go down on your legs. But it does have air conditioning. It works very good.
Yeah, of course, they don't need defrosters here.
I guess not. But it has a rear window defroster with the wire in it. I just thought that was interesting.
Crazy. Okay, JS says, is hit and run common while driving there?
I think so.
Yeah, it may be, but normally what I see,
so.
John, is the people after accident, they're sitting right there because accidents are so bad. There's no hit and run. When an accident happens here, it's usually bad.
Like I say, driving what I come up with 250 miles, I've already seen 2 accidents. It's especially at night. It's bad at night. People stop in the middle of the road. People walk out in front of you. It's treacherous.
Hey, Rodney Hooks. Thanks for that super sticker. Yeah, see, that's one thing you got to be careful for, man. You know, people, if you've never been to the Philippines, crossing the street in these major cities, man, Dumagueti's gotten like that now. Not in San Carlos, it's pretty simple. But Dumagueti, those places, man, be careful because it's tough to cross the street. In Cebu, around that Fuentes Circle, around Robinson Mall, it'll take you 30 minutes to get across the street.
Here in San Carlos, which is not that bad, I've almost got hit a couple times walking, even when I was sober. It's treacherous. It really is.
Hey, Simply Akers, how you doing? Tell your husband we said hello to.
Absolutely.
She's got a channel, John. What's the name of your channel?
I need to check
Simply
that out.
Akers. Zorba Dundee. He's coming from, I think that's Melbourne, Australia, John. He said good morning.
I'd love to go to Australia one of these days. Clayton Murray asked me, where are you parking your car? At my apartment building, they got room for about 3 cars gated, so I'm parking there. But as far as going like downtown San Carlos, I'll walk down there because there's no place to park.
Yeah, Adam Chenoweth. Yeah, just make sure your notification bell is working because, we posted this yesterday.
I'm going to tell Derek again, the rumors about my size are greatly exaggerated. It's not true.
You belong to the teeny weeny peeny committee, John.
Yeah, well, don't ask, don't tell.
Some guy says, "Oh, you're putting people down." I'm not putting them down. Facts is facts. Look, I did not go around measuring people. They said that the average size over here is 4.3. Actually, the shortest working penis in the world is over here, 1.4 inches in the Philippines.
As long as it's working, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
But that video is just a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Loosen up.
Yeah, loosen up. But
don't take yourself so serious.
The shortest working penis in the world is in the Philippines, 1.4 inches. Hey, Sal, what's going on, man?
Good to see you, Sal.
How's your foot, man? Oh, yeah, again, while everybody's on here, I want to thank y'all. We just recently went over 19,000 subscribers, man. I mean,
that's great.
I'm really proud of that, man, and I'm grateful. But I'll never take that for granted, man. Without my viewers and subscribers, I'm nothing really. But, if you could have told me that 9 months ago, John, I wouldn't have believed it. We're headed toward 20,000 now. We're going to have a party when we reach 20,000, John, if we're not on lockdown, okay?
If that's the case, I'll have the real absence.
Yeah, have the real over there, because we'll probably be in Sapaway.
Oh, Sapaway's gorgeous. The water there, you can see the bottom. I mean, it's Sapaway.
Will Shaw said, when you get your jab. I should be next. Coming up for the but see, John's a senior over here.
Yes, I am.
They got these certain A1, A2, A3. What are you, John?
Well,
A3.
I'm 61. I'm a senior. But when I went there, my 28-year-old girlfriend there, they said, well, we can give her one too while you're here. So you may just be able to walk in and
well, no, I think the reason because she was with
you maybe. But she don't want to get it.
Yeah. Yes,
most Filipinos don't want to get that. I talked to don't want the vaccine.
And let's talk about that for a minute. A lot of people on Duterte's case, they're saying, hey, he's being too severe. Duterte knows Filipinos a whole lot better than we do, John. If he says, hey, I'm going to lock you up and you don't take that vaccine, because he knows how hesitant they are. They're afraid. 9 out of 10 Filipinos are afraid of COVID. And then they don't want to take the vaccine. Well, how the hell are you ever going to get this thing under control? You know, that doesn't make sense, John. I'm sorry.
We're guests here. We don't talk about Filipino politics, but I'm only going to say one thing. Duterte has popularity numbers that U.S. presidents would die to have.
Yeah, they die to have.
Very, very popular.
He's popular because he understands the Filipino people and the culture. We don't. We think we understand.
But the longer I'm here, the more I learn of the Filipino culture. Many aspects of it are far superior to our culture. Now, there's some I don't think that, but the culture here is really good, especially the family values.
Thanks, be honest, be open. He says, lunch on me, guys. Thanks for being good people.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, thanks, be honest, be open. Do you have does he have do you have a YouTube channel? But yeah, Will Shaw, I'm taking it when they give it to me, and she's taking it. See, I've convinced her to take the jab.
That's hilarious.
Sunshine Shoulders, why isn't your hair blowing in the wind like John? It is, but you got to get real close to see it.
That's hilarious.
Will Mack, my brother's from another mother. What's up, Will? Phil Cooper, man, he's calling from Southern Utah. Okay, Phil, he made it home.
I thought he was back here now. Okay.
No, he's going to be there for a couple of months.
Okay.
Now, the other day, the title was the only thing harder than getting in the Philippines, getting out. And I was talking about Philip Cooper and him, Rike, a few people have had trouble getting out of this place.
Well, I'll tell you, Phil Cooper's been with us a long time. I've followed his comments for 4 or 5 months now. He's a good man. We appreciate having guys like
Phil Cooper. Yeah, but he had hell getting out of here, John. And he
did.
Bore witness to what I told you. They think if you got COVID over here, you might as well have
You're a leper.
Yeah, you're a leper.
You're a leper.
He said they treated him really, really bad. He had no symptoms or nothing, but
his wife never had it, right?
Yeah, hers was negative. His positive. But he said the minute they found out his was positive, it came out in these space suits and, they isolated him. It scared me, Phil, man, but I'm glad you shared your story, brother.
So how long did it take you, Calvin? I know you told me the other day that your land is finally free and clear. How long did that take you from start to
about 6 weeks, John.
Everything here moves slow. Like, I don't get frustrated. Just suck it up and don't get mad during the use. Get mad. Everything moves slow.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. So don't come over here and get married so slow. So quick.
So fast. I agree with that.
Everything is slow and methodic over here, but it's free. It's clear. I'm gonna tell you what our last hurdle was. The paper from the lawyer, it didn't have Marilyn Laura of legal age. They left out of legal age. So we had to go back, get that redone, and then refile it.
Well, and I had problems because my birth certificate and my passport had 2 letters different on it, and I'd never had a problem in the U.S. So it's really strict here.
Zorba Dundee said, Calvin, when does your house bill begin? July the 5th. But we've got to go over next week with the fire department, and they're going to inspect the land. But he said July the 5th, man. Like I said, I'm going to be there every day. I don't have a choice.
You have no choice, trust me.
Clayton Mary said, pandemic booty will cure me of my maladies. Yeah, that's the word for pandemic booty, and you can get it over here for 300, 500. And I don't want to make anybody mad about that. That's life over here, John.
It's just the facts.
We're boots on the ground over here. Okay? They get mad at that. Even if I don't bring it up, it's still going on, John. Right?
It's just a fact of life, and we should be able to talk about everything,
Yeah. Maximus says at least he says no. Is it John? J. Yeah, I guess it's John. 924 said in taxis in the Philippines, the passengers should be praying. I tell you what, it's the first time I've ever rode on the other side of the street. Was over here.
Well, see, now we don't have taxis in San Carlos or Dumaguete. It's tricycles or pedicabs.
Hey, Axiom False, what's going on? Yeah, keep him busy, John. I want to show him something.
And that's one of the things that makes driving here so treacherous are the tricycles and the pedicabs. It's like I say, it is something else to drive here. But having the car has really changed my life. I have something to do now. The lockdowns here were bad. My poor wife was stuck in the house for 8 months, and only one person per household was allowed to leave, and I had to be able to go to the bank and get us money, so I chose to be that person. What else we got here? So, Thailand is safe. I believe that. Yeah. Jacob Tongue, nothing is free. That's right. I mean, we can sugarcoat that all we want, but nothing is free. Let's see what else I got on my list here. I'm working on a theory of why when men take their Filipino to the U.S., why so many of them break up. I will.
Ruby said hello, everybody. Say, hey, boo.
Tell me she's not cute.
She's mad. She wants to watch Coco Melon, John.
Now, when Booby first saw me, every time she looked at me, she just bust out crying. But looking at this face, I couldn't blame her. But
let me get it. I want to show Axiom False something. Go ahead, John. Keep going.
Oh, I was just saying about Booby. The first time every time she'd look at me, she'd start crying. But now every time she looks at me, she smiles.
Went to Bacolod, man, picked me up some books. That's the reason I went. Got Beatles. I'm going to review that. Got Chicken Soup for the Military Wives Soul. Sheila E. And then Stanley Tookie Williams. Blue Rage, Black Redemption. Just some books, man, because I read, man, and I'm going to have to check out the library here, but somebody told me I can get Kindle, John, and don't have to worry about that.
That would probably
Kindle
that'd probably be the one to get.
Hey, Retard 50, thanks for that super chat. He said, thank y'all for the entertainment and information. You're welcome, man. Thank you. But, yeah, this Beatles book, I saw this, man, and this thing was only like, this is the Beatles 66, says the Revolutionary Year. I guess this is when they blew up.
I think that's when they came to the U.S. and Shea Stadium, I think.
Yeah, they came to the U.S. earlier, though.
Oh, was it earlier?
64.
Oh, okay. Maybe
when they first came.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but 66, I guess. I know. I'll tell you, John, when it's over. Hey, no vax, no poison. Shout out to the coach game. Philippines, my paradise. Hey, Ned, what's going on? Check out Ned's channel, guys. Remember, he's the scholar. We're the street guys. What you got on it, John?
Well, we pretty much went over that. We talked about that, but I don't think we need to bring that up unless you want to about the older boys that we see begging.
Yeah, bring that up. But let me read this real quick. Okay. This is interesting by Carl Vines. He said there's a documentary on serial killer in Thailand who kills expats. Wow. I forgot what it was called. You know, me and my wife was talking about something like that the other day. I was like, because we like to watch documentaries.
Oh, I do
on these serial killers. I said, were there ever any serial killers in the Philippines? She said, yeah, the police.
The police have only treated me great.
I know.
But that's good.
That's a joke.
I like that.
But yeah, I'm going to look that up, Carl.
Okay, we were talking earlier about the street kids here that beg. Now, there's I've given them food before. I usually don't give money. I just give food. And Calvin has given them food before. These three boys, probably the oldest one's 14, 15, and they go down in ages. Well, I saw them down at downtown yesterday, and I always talk to them and stuff. And I was talking to them. Well, a foreigner pulled up on a motorcycle. He had on the helmet. I could not see his face, so I didn't know him. He goes, "Don't give them nothing." I look at him, I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I took them to DSH and to take care of them, and they didn't want to stay there because they like having their freedom and they get more money being on the street." So that's just something to think about.
Hey, Hollywood baby said, "Hey, Calvin and John, good morning, brothers." He said, "Cal, I met two P9 dialysis nurses on the part-time job the other day. They are from the Luzon area in Manila." He said, "They were beautiful. You have never lied, bro." Well, I tell you what, you're going to see some of the most beautiful women you've ever set eyes on over here, John.
Even the ugly ones are beautiful.
I'm just
serious.
telling you, man. You know, it depends. You know, it's beautiful women everywhere, but
there's a lot more here.
Yeah, they're in droves over here. They hang out in packs, right?
Yes, they do.
They've got so much. They've got what? African, there's Polynesian, Asian. They've got so many.
There's not one look for a Filipino.
Yeah.
I would love to go up to Luzon. I think it's be gorgeous up there. If Phil Cooper ever gets back and we get unlocked, I'd love to go up to his place.
Hey, May Batanga, good morning. She says, Sir Calvin and Sir John. She's the one that helped us find the apartment for Ricky and Violet.
Thank you. So
you know, Chriselle Sebastian says, okay, we'll get in touch with you once I have a list of questions. Well, we'll ask anything, John. You know, we'll answer anything.
That's right.
Let's see what we got. Simply act, because we'll welcome everyone to our house, and we will share whatever we have, even when we don't have anything. But when you cross the line, disrespect and look down on us, you have no place in the Philippines.
I agree. My neighbors are squatters, pedicab drivers, tricycle drivers. They treat me great. They really do.
Yeah.
I try to treat them good too, though.
Surrey K said John's a rock star.
Yeah, right. A legend in my own mind. Hey, I got a good one for you. I was out on my balcony smoking yesterday, and I saw a local there that I'd never seen before, and he goes, hey, give me a cigarette. And I said, well, I've only got one. He goes, well, I only want one. I said, but I'm smoking the one I got. He goes, oh, okay, you only got one. So a lot of guys, young guys, they get all mad. I said, you're right, I only got one, and we laughed about it. Don't take yourself so serious.
Harris in the Philippines says, damn, I'm Irish, and I've spoken English all my life. I'm getting a nosebleed. Yeah, well, we're watching, John, right? We're what do you call it? Slang.
Yes. Yeah.
They tell me that all the time over here. They said, hey, we can't understand you. Your English is slang. And I said, you should hear my Tagalog. It's worse than that.
I tell you, though, the Filipinos love to hear when I say, my young butag. Oh, they laugh. I think it's my accent. Derek asked, or Jacob, Tom, do you get car insurance there? I got 1 year car insurance when I bought the car. Free, of course. Yeah, nothing's free. And I started asking questions to the salesman there. I said, so if I wreck this, do I have to pay for it? Oh, yeah, pay. I said, well, what if I get drunk and wreck it? Does it pay? You need to talk to the insurance agent. So, yeah, I got 1 year's insurance, but I have to dig into that yet.
Jason Flint said, I think everywhere is safe. It's to a certain extent. Just got to always be on guard. Yeah, you can't drop your guard anywhere. You know, we were coming from McCullough last night, and some guy selling peanuts. He got so close to me, and my phone was in my pocket. And I moved away from him, man, because I'm like, man, what do you want? You know, don't you know it's social distancing? I'm thinking he's going to try to snatch my phone, but I'd have called him. I'd have ran him down, because I had on Nikes. He had on flip-flops. Yeah, he wouldn't have got too far, John.
I'll be honest with you. After about a year, less than a year here, I let my guard down. I feel totally safe here. Now, I had that policeman, pull me over and identify me, and I got all – but then I found out that was normal.
Yeah, but it's not normal. They haven't stopped me, John.
Well, but I've had two already. One was at City Hall, so I think it's okay. But I spent 3 months in Mexico. I never let my guard down. I did not feel safe there. I feel safe here.
Hey, Philip Janik, thank you. He said, I'm just here to offer support. What's up, Calvin? Hey, Phil, we appreciate you, man. Well, he already asked the question, John, do you have car insurance? Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Jeffrey Tatter, he said, Booby. Yeah, Booby, I tell you.
She's cute.
She's something else, man. Axiom Falls said, yeah, nice. Yeah, I got some good books, man. And I'll read through these. These will probably be gone in 4 weeks, man. If I just, if it wasn't a lockdown, they'd really be gone, because I'd be on one of them resorts in a hammock reading.
So what are you going to do with all these books when you get done? That's why the Kindle might be the way to go.
Well, see, I put on my community page, if anybody's in the Philippines and you want to swap books, it ain't going to cost but a few hundred pesos to send them back and forth. Let's start a book club, man, because I actually like to read the actual book. I don't like that Kindle and computer stuff. I like to actually,
old school.
Yeah, old school. I'm old school, man.
I am too. I'm old.
And they said, hey, you can go on to YouTube and look at the Tookie Williams documentary. I said, no, I want to read, because that way I can create the movie in my head. See, it'll be my perspective. That documentary is somebody else's.
And that's why if you read the book and watch the movie, you're always disappointed.
You're always disappointed.
Always disappointed.
I love to read though. Hey, yeah, everybody, let's hit the like. Y'all know it helps us. We're here at Sam Champion.
Where are we at on the likes? I didn't.
Okay, 90. It is 90. Now, the next Friday, guys, we're going to try something different. One of our subscribers said, try StreamYard. We'll try that. We did that the first time, John. I had problems.
Oh, where I'm at one and you're at the other?
Yeah, we'll just try. Well, we don't have to do that.
Good.
We can still be here.
Okay.
But I'm saying we'll be on StreamYard instead of YouTube.
See how it works. I know nothing about this
They
stuff.
said they can keep up quicker.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Stephen K., thanks for that super chat. He said, just some advice. Stop with the sex-related topics, even if that is the main reason U.S. people are coming over there. We don't need to highlight it. Well,
everybody knows it.
I've got over 400 videos. Sex is probably the least topic I talk about, but we appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember, 95% of the viewers on my channel are men. They like to talk sex. Sex is natural, man. It's nothing to get all unwound about. We're so conservative in America, man. Yeah. Well, that's all they talk about is sex.
95% of viewers are men. And I'd say 99% of them don't come here for the weather and the
That's
food.
Right. I was on the bus yesterday, and me and my girlfriend cracked up because a Filipino passenger got on. He sat down by the driver, and the first thing came out of his mouth, I guess they asked him, what are you getting? He said he was getting off from work, I guess, because he said, no money, no honey, he said. And I was shocked. But, man, they talk about it more than we do, Stephen. Yeah. But, yeah, we talk about all kinds of stuff on here, not just sex. But, hell. Hey, Biggie P says, is that Biggie? Biggie B said, what's up, Calvin John? Hope everything's going well. Summertime is getting hotter. I'm glad for the rain past couple of days.
It's been nice the last couple of days. I mean, even today, though, I'm sweating.
Did it rain over in San Carlos City yesterday?
No, but it looked like it. And we did have thunder, but we had overcast most of the day, so that cooled it out. Yeah, you was over in McCullough.
It rained hard.
Did it?
Almost all the way back here. Zay VBS said the police down. He was talking about that joke.
Yeah, that was good.
It's a joke, guys.
A joke. They treat me good here.
The wonders of life makes me wonder. He said, I hope he finds out and tell us before the serial killer finds him. The serial killer.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah. Philippines, my paradise. Anytime. He said, thanks for sending you over to his channel, but he really got a good channel. I don't just subscribe to anybody's channel. I'm subscribed to him because he's got a lot of information. If you don't want to talk about sex, Steve, go over there because the Philippines, my paradise, he's got a drone and he'll show it to you probably, but he ain't going to talk about it.
Yeah.
But it's all over here, man. I promise you. Okay, Michael Coffey. I think he's a nurse. He said, Calvin, sir, hi, my medical advice is to get the Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca vaccines in the Philippines from nurses Mike.
Well, Michael, I had my choice between Sinovac and AstraZeneca. I got the AstraZeneca, and I'll be honest with you, it kicked my butt. Today is the first time in a week and a half that I even somewhat resemble my normal self, which I know isn't that good. But
could it be that you're on medication? Maybe it had something to do with it. I don't know.
I take 9 prescriptions. I have for years, so it may be.
Hey, Gregory Irvin Fegans, Mayon Buntag, he says, that's good morning.
Yes, Mayon
Thank
Buntag.
you, brother. I appreciate it. All your help and support, man. Yeah, that's Bisaya. Now, in where we were in Bacolod, which is only 2 hours away, they speak Ilocan, and it's Mayon Aga. Because I kept saying Mayon Buntag to people, they're looking at me like, what? We don't understand you.
And that's something to remember. If you're watching, especially if you're watching different Filipino channels, the Philippines is very big. It goes from north to south, like from the border of Oregon down to the border of Mexico, the whole state of California. Different islands are very different, and things are done differently there.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. He's saying,
we live in the central Visayas.
You dirty puppy says, click the like button, chat.
Thank you, Dirty. We appreciate it.
I mean, what is he talking about? Is that
He's saying
something over there?
Have people
okay.
like us.
Hey, Calvin and John, that's Lacethia Vivante. Wow, that's a nice name.
Yeah, it is.
D. Gordon, hey, what's going on?
Oh, he says Sputnik made people sick.
Oh, okay, yeah. D. Gordon says being balanced is one thing, being a teetotaler is quite another.
Back to Michael Coffey there. My wife's aunt lives in Cebu, and she just got her vaccine, and she was able to get the Pfizer. That was actually my first choice, but
Well, see,
I got what I got.
Philippines are big on brands over here. Everybody wants to take the Pfizer now because, they're taking it over in America. Whatever they give me, I'm going to take it.
You have no choice.
Because I'm going to tell you something. I've got a good immune system. I believe I've had COVID already. I promise you that. If it's as prevalent as it is, and I believe it is, I've had it. So just give me any vaccine. I'm going to practice the protocol.
Well, you don't smoke or drink. You're in pretty good shape.
I'm going to say, social distance, except with my girlfriend. You got to be close. I'm not, one of them guys with a big weapon. So I've got so we got to do social distance. I mean, I can't do social distancing with her. Hey, James Lance, he's on here.
I saw him earlier. How you doing, James?
Regular Joe Travels. What's going on, man? He's from Merida, Mexico. Carmen's Greenwood's in what's she at? Puerto down in Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah. She loves it down there. Like I say, April is when mine's up. Before I come back, I'd like to go down and visit Carmen if she'll have me.
Oh, okay. Philip Jennings says, I've been vaccinated for over 3 months, 65-year-old with diabetes, no side effects, only tired for a week. That's all. Okay, well, that's good.
I'm feeling better now, but I tell you, for about a week here, I was lightheaded, and I haven't even been drinking because of it.
Lacithia Vavante says, thanks, Calvin. Her name's kind of unique. It just sounds sexy.
Well, she's Filipino. They are.
Sam Safari says, yeah, hit the like button, guys. Come on. 219 people, 126 likes. Y'all know it helps us. Clayton Mary says, of course they got sick. Somebody thought they said Sputnik and injected them with something different.
I like that, Clayton. That's funny. Now, I have a brother in the U.S., and he's going to work into Puerto Rico. I don't know anything about Puerto Rico, and he's never been there either. Any viewers from Puerto Rico, if you would like to let me know the do's and don'ts, I would love to pass them on to him.
Road Trek Ralph says, I just tuned in. Is the Philippines open to tourism yet? No.
It's not even close.
I'm in Texas, but I want to visit. My first time there was in 2006. No, it's not. The guy, the spokesman, Harry Roque, go on Manila Times. He says the quarantines will not ease this year. So he's telling you right there, the quarantines, the restrictions, there's not going to be any lessening for the whole year.
And anybody tells you they know, they don't. Nobody knows. Nobody.
Daryl Fulmore says if there's a topic that one doesn't care for, you don't have to watch that episode. Right.
That's true.
Right, Daryl.
Because he has a lot of other topics that he covers.
That's right.
And he called out earlier. I mean, face it, Friday's John and Calvin show. It might get wrong.
Yeah.
You never know.
Adam Chenoweth said Moderna's white collar, Pfizer's blue collar. Just give me any of them.
Yeah. I mean,
wonders of life makes me wonder. In Puerto Rico, you can't walk around naked. Oh, okay.
You can here, serious. You really can. I've seen people in public taking baths before from a outside water spigot.
Well, there's a woman at the market every day, and she doesn't have anything from her waist down, but she's got some mental problems. But people
I know who she is.
I mean, but they just, they don't bother. She walks around,
I think I know who she is.
When you're talking about social distancing, I social distance from that because
no, thank you.
There's nothing worse than an unwashed pee. Hey, Sam Champion said I got the Johnson & Johnson back. First week in April, right before they shut it down. No side effects at all.
They shut it down. Now, that brother of mine that's going to Puerto Rico, he had to have a vaccine before he went, and he couldn't get the 2 steps, so he got the Johnson & Johnson. He said he had some slight side effects, nothing like what I went through.
John Gomez said he had it too. Carmen says, come on down, John, some good restaurants, and I will be a good guide. I sent Calvin some pictures on Messenger of how my day went.
Like
okay, I'll check that out. Thanks, Carmen.
And thank you. I appreciate that. I think we would have a real good time together.
Garol Stipak says, I don't know if anyone has a choice of which vaccine they can take. He was given Moderna.
Now, is that in the U.S.? Now, here I had the choice between AstraZeneca and Sinovac. I chose AstraZeneca.
Yeah. Okay. I love LaChine. There was a naked lady on the side of the road when we traveled from Manila to the provinces. Yeah, you see it because a lot of times you're going to see people with mental issues here. But sometimes, from here on up, you may see it. Our little kids running around. A lot
of naked little kids. We got one kid in my neighborhood. I call him Boy with No Pants because he always has a T-shirt on, and that's it.
Yeah. Will Shaw said, Merida, Mexico, no negative COVID test needed to arrive there, and Americans get a 180-day visa. Wow. But you do need a negative COVID test to return to the U.S. Yeah.
Okay.
They've got a saliva test here now, so I may opt for that. But they've got a high positive rate on that.
Now, Calvin saw me talking with a lady in front of Mueller's down there. She told me that she got the swab, the nose test, and I said, Calvin told me that thing's really bad. She said hers wasn't that bad. I don't know. Maybe it's a different test they got now. Who knows?
Well, remember, she said her throat opened up. I haven't.
She does have a foreigner husband. I know him.
That might have something to do with it, John.
Hey,
her throat's bigger than mine.
She had a tonsillectomy.
Magnolia State says they are giving a choice of vaccines in Colorado. Well, I'd be happy just to take any of them. Okay, Mike D says, I was jacked up for 3 days on Moderna, laid in bed, felt like first run below freezing when I started working out again. Hey, Stephen K, thank you for that super chat. He said, did you guys discuss the Duterte threatening to jail people if they don't get vaccinated? We did say this, though. We said that Filipinos are afraid of COVID and they're afraid of taking the vaccine.
Well, that's a fact.
And he knows Filipino people a lot better than we do. So maybe he knows that he has to get tough with them. Remember, it doesn't have to make sense over here. Yeah.
We're guests here. It's none of our business how they run their country.
Okay, Sam Chaplin said, Calvin, at least on Luzon, it's quite common for guys to stand up and just their backs and take a piss in the open.
I see it here every day.
Yeah, it's common all over the Philippines.
Every day.
Yeah, in the U.S., you would get a ticket and probably get shot in the butt.
Well, you probably have to be a sex offender website, too.
What's up, Sal? He says, what's Sal say? Well, I passed him up, John. Sorry. Well, we lost you. Hey, Stace Johnson, what's up, man? He said, yeah, in the U.S., you do have a choice because, Calvin, you remember I got the Johnson & Johnson months ago. Okay, how'd that happen? How'd that turn out, Sal? You get any side effects? Axiom Falls says, I'm about to fly to Europe, and you need a negative test to fly, which is kind of a pain because it has to be less than 24 hours. Wow, when you land.
All these protocols are a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Yeah, Daryl, we gave a shout out to Noino Aquino and his family and the Filipino people. Yeah, he passed away at 61. We sent our deepest condolences. I was shocked, 61. But remember, when he was 27 years old, he survived an assassination attempt. It was a coup attempt on his mother's administration. He was 2 blocks away. He took 5 shots, man.
Wow.
One is in his neck to the day he died.
Well, I wonder if that played some part in his early death. 61 to me is early. I think the average age of death for men here in the Philippines is like 72 or something like that.
Yeah, it's 70.
It's 70,
it's the
okay.
same as a black man in America. So I said, well, hell, I might as well come over here.
I'll stay here
I'm gonna
and be
live
happy.
better
Be
and
happy.
then get a few extra years on my life. Roy Jones said, I had Pfizer, both shots, no problem. Hey, Karan Tucker, what's up? T&D Productions, what's up? Jim's Journey. Remember, the idea is to die young as late as possible.
You know, and I agree with that. I mean, I don't want to go to a nursing home. I'd rather be dead. Maybe I change my mind, and you know, if that time ever comes. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or greet at Walmart. Which one do you want, that or I'd rather be in a nursing home?
I would have a blast being a greeter at Walmart. I'd probably get fired, but I'd have a blast.
Johnny Abreu says he didn't have any side effects. He says it has to do because I take medication for my heart.
I take medication for my heart.
Sharing Happiness says, good morning from Germany, Calvin and John. Nice to see you both live again. Thank you.
Now, Sharing Happiness, I met him in Lapu, and we had a blast. I can't wait till you get back over here. You got my phone number. Look me up.
Okay. Stacey Johnson said FEMA was giving a shout out to people in the state of Minnesota. I had Pfizer also. Did you have any side effects?
Mr. Kente there, I'd rather be dead than be lonely each and every day. And I tell you, I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
Yeah, Philip Janet. Okay. Hey, Doug Carr, what's going on? And one night said, I would rather be dead than be lonely each and every day.
Same
Wow.
with me. I'd rather be happy. I'd rather be happy for 5 years than be miserable for 20.
TJ Johnson said no side effects from Pfizer outside of a sore arm both times. Yeah.
I had a sore arm too, but that was the least of my worries. Like I say, I had a horrible headache. Every muscle and joint hurt on me. I mean, it was
Now,
bad.
Eric Cherry comes on here all the time. He's in the medical field. He says that after 6 weeks, if 6 weeks between the other shot, anything after that, you have to start over. So when did they tell you?
They told me 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, well, see, is that right? Somebody.
That's 8 weeks, 8 to
12
weeks.
Kenneth McEaston felt like I had the flu for a day, just one day.
And not the bad muscle aches and everything I had, that was only about 16 hours. But as far as like lightheadedness, stomach kind of screwed up until yesterday.
Yeah, Doug Carr said he had no side effects. T&D Production says, still waiting for my vaccine in Korea. Wow, Doug Carr said, I got fully vaccinated today. Let's see what the guy says. He said he'd rather be lonely than dead.
I would, but that's me. Everybody has their own opinions.
Well, you really can't technically be lonely because we're connected with bugs and plants and spiders and everything else, see? But the human mind works out that way. We think we're lonely, but really, hell, just sit over and talk to a damn roach. If you get lonely, you're connected.
I'm disappointed. I still haven't seen one of those big spiders that you put the picture on yet.
Oh, my God,
I have not seen
I just
one
killed
yet.
one in my room the other day.
But I have seen the flying cockroaches that are about that big.
You're not. White says, is there casinos in the Philippines? Yes.
I've never
They
been
don't
to
have any in St. Carlos City, but if you go to Manila, you go to Cebu, they've got those little small ones in Bacolod, in the strip mall.
Oh, do they? I didn't know that.
Where you can only pull, but they've got the waterfront in Cebu. They got several in Cebu. In Manila, I mean, it's just like being in the States.
Does John have a pocket protector in? No, but if I had one, I'd use it. I got a pen in.
AC King says, a greeter in Walmart can meet a lot of hot, older broads.
I've seen I would have a blast.
Yeah, but who wants an old broad? I don't. That's why I would want to, really. I don't want anything over 40. And I'm 58. I'm sorry, it's just who I am, man. Anything over 40, you're old and decrepit as far as I'm concerned, except for my mother and grandmother. And, even my mother, I think the day she died, she was 62. I think she was having sex up until then because, believe it or not, I walked in on her and my stepfather, man. I like to have a fit.
Did you ever get over it?
Well, I just opened the door. I was going to walk in and ask her something, and he's sitting there, I'm like, God forgive me, really.
Oh, God, that's funny.
Yeah. Curtis Batten says, what's up, Calvin? Hey, he's got an 80-inch screen, John. He watches us on there.
I've seen him put that on there before. That's good.
Yeah. Let's see, Mike D. Yeah. Did you hear about Eric Clapton's experience? Paul Smith. No, what happened, Paul? Yeah, I love LaChon said old brows. Yeah, it's funny, man. I mean, that's one of the reasons I came over here, John. I got tired of old broads.
Now, everybody will hammer on me for that. I had young girlfriends in the U.S., but, I mean, they were just after money, and I knew that. I had fun with them. They didn't get much off of me, but my girlfriend's 28 years old. We'll leave it at that.
James Lance, I don't have jokes, man. It's true, man. I walked in on him, man. And I
God.
I said, God, forgive me.
I gotta go smoke a cigarette on that one.
And he was going to work, my stepfather was.
I mean, anybody but your mother, you know?
But, hell, she needs love. A woman needs loving too, John.
I know.
You don't do it. Hey, TJ Johnson, thanks for the super chat. He said, we just had 4 of my agents, test positive for COVID-19 here in Davao, and it's prompted a site closure. Got out 6 days before I'm back on quarantine. Oh, my God, man. Yeah, because they're doing that contact tracing. So now you're back in quarantine. But it doesn't matter. Even if they have no symptoms at all or not, John, they're going to treat you like a leper. John Gomez says, I saw a video on Baraka. It's beautiful. Yeah, John, I've got a video that I did a long time ago. Before I started my channel, it was actually a tourist visa. I put on my channel. It's called Baraka Unplugged. Check it out, man. I love Baraka. And this was after they cleaned it. We went Valentine's Day 2019. Hey, Grace, Usora. Hello.
Is that the Grace that I know?
No, this is Usora. Will Shaw said that's that American tune-up.
American tune-up.
Yeah, Smooth Will said in the United States, they despise men in your age with much younger women. I don't know why, but see, remember, America, we're only 4% of the population, but we want to control 100% of the narrative. Yes. Everybody doesn't think the way we think in America.
And not everything we believe is right.
That's right. I mean, I don't get it. If you're grown, a 30-year-old woman is grown.
I agree.
And if I'm 58 and I want to date a 30-year-old, what's the big deal?
I agree.
I don't get it. Nicholas Cherry said, new shirt, Calvin. Yeah, I got this in the ballot buy-in box that Sam Champion sent me, Nicholas. Shout out to Sam Champion again. Like I said, he sent me some size 2X boxer shorts. My girlfriend said, you can't wear them. They're too big. I said, I like some room. I don't wear nut huggers. What do they call them? Crime fighters.
Crime fighters. Actually, they do look like the tights that they wore.
Yeah, Sam Safari said, memories. God bless your mom. I lost mine 2 years ago. I lost my mother 27 years ago.
My mother died,
and I still miss her.
And I've never gotten over that.
It'll be 28 years in September, man. It was just something that you don't ever want to walk in on your mother, okay?
Yeah, Doug Carr, that was me. Ormic, Southern Lady is great. Parts of it are very, very remote, but I loved it there.
I actually lived in Ormond. That's not Southern Lady.
I didn't know you were there, too.
Yeah, well,
you've been around.
Well, not really lived there. I got some good friends who have an Airbnb there. Okay. I stayed there several weeks. I really like it. It's the safest city in the Philippines. 230,000 people, only 130 crime reports for the whole year, man. Wow.
Now, one thing where I was a Southern Lady, it was very, very remote. You had to travel 2 hours to get to even a small store to buy even a rice cooker. But if I wanted chicken for dinner, I'd go to a farmer, buy it for $1.50, take it home, and either I'd butcher it or my girlfriend at the time would butcher it.
Nicholas Cherry said, hey, John, what did you invest in? What type of fund?
Mutual funds.
Is that your whole?
Yes, and I started out with pharmaceutical funds, and in the 90s, they were doing great, 80s and 90s, late 80s and 90s. Well, then they started not doing so great, and I was also putting some different mutual funds, and they started doing very well, so I switched everything over to that. I'll ask Calvin to put my email on here if you ever want to talk to me about it. I'll tell you what I did. I'm not going to say it works for everybody.
What's your email, John?
What a life in the Philippines with
okay, what period, A period, life,
period,
in period,
dot
period,
Philippines
Philippines.
at gmail.com.
Okay. Here's John's email, everybody. What a life in the Philippines.
And like I say, I can tell you how I invested. I've done very well, but it took from 1990 till now to.
You dirty puppy says IRAs and mutual funds for me also. Yeah.
And if you can get it in on a 401k or an IRA, it might even be better because you don't have to pay taxes on it later.
Retired 50 says I walked in on my parents when I was 13 years old. I should have gotten therapy after that. I sure needed it.
I know.
I'll tell you, I was a grown man. I see this old man. He's working, John.
Well, I mean, I grew up wondering how my parents ever had children. How they have children?
Ingram Davis said, hi, Sir Calvin and Sir John.
Ingram.
But see, we're called that over here, John.
Yes.
I told you, man, I love it over here for that.
Always.
Hey, guys, get the thumbs up. Y'all know it helps us. Nicholas Sherman said, I max out my 401k and Roth every year. That's how I plan on retiring at 40.
Okay, Nicholas, my plan was at 50. I did have 2 divorces, and 2008, man, I lost a ton of money and everything else, but I was able to go at 58. So you just hang in there, buddy.
Yeah. Save. And remember, the dollar's going up over here. Let me see. The other day when I talked to John, It was 48.82. That's the highest it's been in a while. Let me see what this is now, John. I was shocked about that too.
That's great for us.
Yeah. I mean, because it had got down to 47 something. It's 48.63 today.
48 and a half. That's good.
Yeah, because it had got down to like 47.25. I was like, what?
But remember,
what's going on?
When you change your money and get the exchange rate, it's going to be lower.
It's going to be lower than that.
Check that out.
Yeah. Scott says people say they lost money in 2008, but everything came back, so didn't even out. No, you never even out in the stock. You never get that money back.
Because once it's gone, I agree. But it took a while to get back to where I was.
To where you was.
Yes,
you lose that money, you never get that back. And that's one thing that people don't understand. You don't get that money back.
You're right.
And see, that's one of the arguments we should do. See, I should sell annuities, which, okay, beat me up for it, but I'm just telling you that as you get older, you want to bring your risk down too. You're not working anymore, see?
And that's the thing.
You can replace the money you lose.
Sooner or later, I got to get completely out of the stock market. I almost did in 2018, but I didn't. I'm glad I didn't because I made a lot of money.
Hey, Don Ridgway, good to see you, homeboy. He's from Louisville. He said, what's up, Calvin? Been working second shift, been missing you a lot. And thanks, man. Good to see you.
I like that one. I tell you what, Calvin's got a good-looking woman.
Well,
mine's a little younger.
And, remember, guys, it's really not about this. Don't come over here with that because you're going to get in trouble. It's really about compatibility.
Oh, I agree with that.
There's I've never had a woman over here because I really only had 4 that was more compatible than she is. She's really, my side B. If I'm side A, she's side B.
Yeah, I've had 7. The one I got now is by far the best. I'm happy with her.
Any of those 4 would have made a great wife, see? Because I tell you now, I won't date anyone other than a Filipina now. I've just gotten used to them, and it took me 12 years to figure them out the best I can.
I tell you, Scott, I agree 100%. Come here, you will feel so much freer.
Yeah, he said, Johnny Calvin, I want to get rid of all the overlords that rule everything. I want regular people to run the world. Your comments. Absolutely. And we were just talking about them. Like, you have to be rich everywhere to just run for office. I asked John, remember I said, does any regular guys hold office in America? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Joy but Dundee said, John, 7? In how many years?
6 were in the first year. And I came over here for a woman. She was gorgeous, 24 years old. She did have 2 kids that just did not work out. After that, and a lot of that was my fault. I did not understand the culture, and I was bringing my American thinking here. And after you get rid of the first one, it's really easy to get rid of them because they're so easy to get. But I finally got a decent one, and I've been with her 2 years on the 15th of this month, and I've never been happier.
TJ Johnson said, Calvin, lady looks like it has a lot of Morenos embracing their natural skin tone versus all of the aspiration toward looking like Casper up in Mindanao and Luzon. True.
It's here too, though.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Believe it or not, all over the Philippines, really, a lot of women, they're not with that Casper the Friendly Ghost look because it's a horrendous look. If you see it, you'll be wondering, like,
are they sick?
They're whiter than John.
And to me, they look sick.
Yeah. And it's not a good sight. But believe it or not, it's only a small percentage of women who go that route. And I don't know where they go. We saw one, me and my girlfriend saw one the other day. And I tell you what, when we were on Lackawanna Island, you can see them from a mile away, and it's just an ugly sight.
But even if you've seen my girlfriend on here, she's fairly dark. She uses whitening cream. I tell her not to. And I'll give you a tip, though. If they buy the whitening soap, be careful. I picked up a bar in a shower one day, and it burned the crap out of my skin.
Yeah. Clayton Murray said, somebody said they just get off second show. We hope they help somebody, Clayton Murray. Or if you're on your lunch break and see somebody on the street, grab something to eat, grab something to drink. They think I'm joking, John.
No.
There's nothing worse than being hungry and you can't sleep. I mean, you can't eat. Tired and you can't sleep. Thirsty and you don't have anything to drink, man. And people go through that all the time over here.
Yes, they do. Hey, the poverty is bad here.
Now, Mike C., he said Casper, LOL. Yeah, but TJ's right. See, those movie stars, they've got people really working with them here to put the right amount of that glutathione in the system. The masses, they go overboard, man. I mean, they really look bad. See, John's not even white. He's really pink
red.
or something.
Pink. Actually, when I was at the village the other day, that's what the kids said. What color are you, John? I said, well, I'm white. I said, well, you look pink. Well, it's the sun.
But they are white over here because that glutathione, and it's bad on your liver.
I agree with that. I agree.
And they look better in their natural skin tone, man. Come on.
John, you look a little more pale. Well, I try to stay out of the sun, but I mean, I can be blistered in 15 minutes.
I love what Sean says. That seems to be popular there, John. Whitening cream.
Very.
I'm not a fan. It is. It's a big time business, but not everybody uses that whitening cream because they can't afford it, though, John.
But even the ones that can't afford it will scrape by and try to get it. I tell every Filipino I meet, Americans especially, don't like it. Don't waste your money on it.
I've never had. I told you I've dealt with 4 women. No, none of the 4 have ever dealt with whitening cream. They've never used it. I don't know because they see me and think, oh, well, maybe they're going to offend me or something, but they don't use it, man. Because one time, I'm going to tell you, I was staying down in Mindanao, and that orange soap, I didn't know that's what it was. I used that soap.
Did it burn you? Because it burned me.
All of this was, it was lighter than this. I don't know what I look like, man. I look like John Wayne Gacy, in his clown suit.
They're saying, John, you're looking white as fart. I am whiter than skim milk. I am whiter than skim milk.
Yeah, but see, John said 6 in the first year. That's typical, guys, because y'all gotta understand the culture differences is so vast, man. I don't care what a woman looks like, man. Some of these women, you're not gonna be able to live with them, John.
Well, like I say,
I don't care what they look like.
The first one, I was totally in love with her, and had I understood the culture, we would probably still be together. But I mean, that whole family had so much drama. I'm too old for that.
I'll tell you what, we'll help you get you some earplugs when you eat dinner with them because they're gonna smack and slurp, and it's gonna drive you crazy. Yeah, and you're gonna be like, so get you some earplugs before you go out to dinner.
Roy, I'm getting some whitey. You don't have to, Roy.
Christina Sampson said they've been brainwashed to think that being white is the definition of beauty and definition of wealth.
Yes.
Well, and that's true because whenever, you come, the people, the colonizers, they always leave some of their traits to the local.
But look at your TV shows here. They have lighter Filipinos
but that's
on
everywhere. And look in America. You don't see, you see Chinese and black people and stuff on the TV. Who's on the commercials, John?
Well,
they get that from there. But let's not talk about that. We'll talk about the whitening cream.
Yes.
Hey, Seth Travel Vlog. She's on here, John. I told her to send us a couple of them bikini clad women up there we can put on our live stream.
The only girls that Calvin and I've been in 5 provinces to the beach and all. The only time we saw girls in bikini was over at Sipaway, and they were from Bacolod.
Yeah, they were from Bacolod. And when I went to Lackawanna, because normally it's not. Stephen K said Calvin is Moreno times 10. Yeah, but see, I love my color, man. I'm going to tell you something. And I tell people all the time, why are you hiding from the sun? The sun has certain nutrients that you
Vitamin
need.
D. You will get rickets if you don't get sunlight.
Right. Because you'll see them over here, they'll have a hoodie on and it'll be all you'll see is this.
And it's 90 degrees out with a heat index.
Yeah.
Okay, Nicholas Cherry, he's talking about the water. The tap water, I don't brush my teeth with it. And I take a shower, I try not to get it in my mouth. I think that'd be good advice.
Yeah, you gotta keep your mouth shut, man, with that, man.
It's hard to take a shower without getting water in your mouth.
I've got that house I was living in before I came here, all the water was terrible, but she didn't, no upkeep at all, guys. And that's why I say vet the owner. If the owner doesn't have more money than you, keep going, keep it moving, man, because you're going to end up in a bad situation. Yeah, says Travel Vlogs, and I've seen you. She's a beautiful woman. She's Moreno. She said, no whitening cream for me. I was using it before. It doesn't do any good. I have sensitive skin. I use Vaseline Intensive Care. You don't need it. And I'm going to give you, this is a breaking news. When men come over here, they want the Moreno women.
That's what I like.
Some of the most beautiful women over here are Moreno.
I agree.
And, and the regular Filipino, they just look like a light-skinned black person to me. Same color as my mother. They remind me of my mother, as a matter of fact. Christina Sampson says, funny to me because a lot of them live in huts. But what is it? I mean, what does that mean? I don't understand that.
They're saying that they'll go and buy the whitening cream, but they live in huts, and that is very true.
But that's what I say. A lot of them can't afford it, though.
But they'll scrape by to get that.
And they've got a movement now that they're proud of their skin.
Well, good. I hope so, because I would support that movement. I do every day when I talk to people.
Now, I love LaChon. Now, well water is a lot different than this city water.
And I have well water in my apartment.
Yet you got to realize it's different because 95% of the people in the Philippines live with septic tanks. You don't want to drink that water,
especially with a shallow well, which I have at my place.
Yeah, I tell you what. Seth Trout said colored skin is awesome. Yeah, but
I agree
because I don't want to live in a place where everybody looks the same. You understand? No. I like the diversity, man. Really believe it or not. Jay White said Moreno cream pie for the win. Yeah, what's that mean?
Oh, we don't want to go there. You really get a lot of hate mail on that one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, that is the win.
yeah, but a lot of women here, the most beautiful ones, in my opinion, are the Moreno.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, they really look beautiful, man. With that long black hair, man. Oh my God. I don't even want to talk about it. It gets me up, going. See, my wife is like a light-skinned black woman, really. That's how can you live here? And the only thing that's funnier than seeing a white Filipino is a black Chinese. Imagine seeing a black Chinese. Wouldn't you laugh if you saw somebody?
I laugh when I look at me in the mirror.
Yeah. They really look strange.
I would say deep well water. It would have to be deep though, because the rock's filtered and everything.
The municipal water, no,
I agree.
It's not, because everybody's on a septic tank over here.
Nicholas Cherry said he is black Chinese. That's interesting.
Yeah, he said laugh my ass off.
Oh, okay.
Black Chinese. That's the only thing that would look funnier, man. I'm gonna tell you, it looks funny. Unless you're a movie star and you got it going in the right way and everything, makeup and everything.
Jeff there.
Are the beauty contests biased? Of course they are.
Yes, they are.
But I'm going to tell you something. Gail, the one I helped, Gail used to win all kinds of beauty contests before.
But Gail's not very dark.
I mean, before she got, pregnant and started having kids and stuff. In her high school and college days, Gail was a beauty queen over here.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gail, I met her in person. She does not, your videos of her does not do her justice. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, Gail's a beautiful woman. Nicholas Sherry says, I'm black, white, and Hispanic.
We all are. We're all related.
Yeah, Smooth Will said Blasians. Yeah, Gail's a typical Blasian. I mean, if you see go on Gail's Facebook, you'll be blown away.
Oh,
Gail was a beauty queen.
Like I say, you meet her in person.
But as you get higher up in the rankings, now in 2000, I think it's 2015, the woman who finished second in the Miss Universe, she was a Filipino. She was really dark, man. She wasn't too much lighter than me. But the reason she lost, remember they asked her that question, if it's anything your mother, if you could do all over again, or what would your answer be? And she said something like, really, really nothing or something. She could have won.
And I kicked her out for that?
Well, no, they didn't kick her out. She lost because of that. It was such a crazy, but she's Moreno, man. Frank Ellis, I get boots on the ground in Cebu. My phone's going to be set to Filipino. And that's a smart thing to do. If you're going to be online, do it over here, John.
That's what I did. And I tell you, but I went ahead and I didn't lie, but I gave the impression I was in the U.S. And so then when I had somebody tell me after one day, I love you, let's meet up. And I say, okay, I'll be there in 3 hours or I'll be there tomorrow.
Smooth Will says, is Gail really that much sexier in person?
Yes, she is.
But I'm going to tell you,
She's
before
gorgeous.
you have children and all that, man, Gail was a brick house. Imagine her father's Black American, her mother's Filipino. She didn't have the itty bitty titty committee going on.
Like I say, I met her in person.
Gail had it all. Gail was like a
pretty
36, 24, 36. Hey, Jay White, thanks for that super chat. He said, sunshine and moonshine, you two.
Hey,
Expat.
That's something I would like to say here. I tell you, with this strict lockdown we've had here for so long, I was bored out of my mind. I tried growing vegetables and it failed. And this, that. Thank you very much, Calvin, for allowing me to be on it. That broke up my boredom so much. It probably saved me from going totally bonkers. AC
King says, what do they think of Tiger Woods over there? He's Black Asian. Well, see, he's what's your name? He's old news.
Yeah.
Now they've got this Filipino Black. She's a golf.
Well, I tell you, they love LeBron James here.
She just won the LPGA U.S. Open.
Okay.
The first Filipino to do it. Now she half Black, half Filipino. She's like a Phil Lamb or something. But yeah, but he's old news. You don't ever hear them talking about Tiger Woods because Filipinos are more up to date on things. You know, Facebook, Instagram. They don't really know anything about Tiger Woods.
Girls volleyball is very popular here.
Yeah, they're like NBA stars over there.
Yes, they are.
A ball or your fist is all you need. What are you talking about, you dirty puppy?
And Dirty Puppy, how's everything going in Utah?
The Wonders of Life makes me want to say Tiger's mother's from Thailand. They love him there. Yeah, see, they don't really know about him over here.
I knew she was Asian. I didn't know where she's from, though.
Excuse me, it's big, but it's not huge over here like it is. It's growing over here. And that young lady who just won that U.S. Open, that's going to make it even bigger.
Mike L's got to go in here. What are some of those mistakes you made? My biggest mistakes here was coming here and not learning the culture and trying to have a relationship with women. Learn the culture first, or at least be open-minded. Don't just listen. You know, keep your thoughts, but learn the culture.
Yeah. Hey, Mike L. He says, hey, John and Calvin, great live blogs. What are some mistakes you've made? Well, one mistake I made was I moved right in with a woman, man. I would never do that again. I would, if I was coming over here to live, I'd get established first. Remember, I'd create my world and I'd put her in the center of it, man. Don't do it the opposite way. Brian Nichols said Woods is old, right? And they don't really know about Tiger Woods.
Well, he's kind of a has-been now. That's a shame because he was really good in his day.
Stephen K said my girl's daughter is 100% Moreno. She's very proud of her skin color. Yeah, it's like that now. They've got a movement. There's a half Black, half Filipino. She's got a very popular YouTube channel, and she pushes that. Like, she's not afraid, not ashamed. She's saying, look, be proud of who you are.
You should be.
And it's a very popular website over here.
Well, I grew up hating having red hair and freckles and being called Opie Taylor all my life. It is what it is.
Grace Mag Usara says Black is beauty. Absolutely. Everything is beautiful. What's that song back? What's that guy? Everything is beautiful.
Wasn't that Ray Stevens?
Yeah, Ray Stevens, yeah. in its own way. Come on,
I
guys.
agree
You
with that.
know,
And we're all related anyway.
Says Travel Blog. See, this is what I like, honesty, from a Filipino. She says, I wasn't proud of my color before, but as I grow older, I liked it. Morena is beautiful. See, that's what we need, says.
And Westerners love.
Yeah.
Love you.
Simply, I can say, I love the way you guys talk about my Filipino sisters. I wish all of you the best and keep on loving them. When you get a good one, you better hold her tight to the end. Exactly. And I've got a video on that. It's called a good woman here is as good as it gets. Guys, listen, you don't listen to nothing else Sunshine Shoulder said. You come over here and you meet a good woman that you're compatible with and everything.
It
man.
don't
You
get
better,
no better.
It don't get any better. You cannot upgrade. You're just going to change
Anywhere
the face.
in the world.
You're going to change the face. It's all you're going to do. You're going to end up. I spent a fortune over here because every relationship I've had, I've taken good care of the woman. I'm not wasting any more money. This is it for me. I'm done.
But you've got a good one. I know her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's smart. She's intelligent. She knows everybody. You asked me how long it took for this.
Yeah, me, it'd probably take twice as long.
Twice as long because she knows the people in City Hall. Her sister bought a lot, still waiting. Because she don't know
really, and that's her sister.
That's her sister.
Well, and that's the thing. Relationships here, as far as getting things done, is a big deal.
It's who you know over here.
It's who you know, yeah. I mean, it's like that everywhere to some extent, but it.
Look at this. Mike C says Bruno Mars and her, two very popular singers here in the States, are half black and half Filipino. Absolutely. Bruno Mars has some Puerto Rican in him too. But yeah, they're very big. And, you know, but you got to understand, guys, Filipinos have never, the masses have never had a problem with black people. It's, you know, I don't know where that comes from. I'm accepted over here. They deal with
very
you
well
by your culture, man, over here. One of the last places on the planet that does that. I promise you, man. I don't care what you look like. Look at John. They treat him good over here. Look at me.
But I'm going to say it again. We are treated better than a lot of the Filipinos, especially the ones on the poorer Filipinos. I'm seeing that more and more, which I'm kind of disappointed with that, but that's how it is.
Karan Tucker says 23andMe is for entertainment purpose over. Yeah. Only the results aren't accurate at all. Best way to find out who you are is through genealogy work. But yeah, he's right. Your family is the best place to start.
But if you come up to a brick wall like I did trying to find my great grandfather, but I agree. And I agree with these DNA tests. Human race has been so intermixed.
But we didn't do 23andMe. We did. Is that the same as Ancestry.com? That's the one we did. We're still waiting. As a matter of fact, I messaged the guy. Let's see what he said.
But back again on that, when you have matches with first and second cousins, I mean, is it all just chance? I don't think so.
I don't either.
You know?
They match with two first cousins and two second cousins.
But as far as finding out where your people came from and everything else, I agree with him on that.
Well,
my DNA was done. I come out 10% Spanish, 5% Italian.
Yeah, well, here, since you said that, here's Gail's. I'll show you. We've got that.
The breakdown. But like I say, we're so intermixed.
She's 49% Southern Philippines, 19% Nigeria, 9% Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu people, 7% England and Northwestern Europe, 6% Mali, 3% Ivory Coast and Ghana, 3% Ireland,
3% Ireland,
Togo, 2%, 1% Wales, 1% Southern
1% Wales.
See, that's her father. The typical African American man is going to have that 19% Nigeria, Cameroon, and all that like that.
I say we're all intermixed. We're all related.
Mike D says, "Damn, didn't even come up on the adapt to cultures tip. I put something good down. I thought, shrug." What are you saying, Mike? Say it again. We can't do it again, Mike. It's going to help. William Anderson said, "Are the Filipino women apt to share a man?" Answer that.
if you're playing those kind of games, you're playing with fire. It's going to blow up on you.
Yeah.
Hey,
thanks, Eve Gabriel said, Mr. Calvin John, you guys have the best lives on YouTube.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's why we decided to keep doing it. We're doing it for y'all guys, you know.
I'll say I do it out of boredom, and I appreciate it.
Hey, Des is Hangout Haven. Y'all go over and check her out, man. She needs some support. I subscribe to her because her lives, you know, she's got some good topics. She tells it like it is. Go over and check her out. Dez's Hangout Haven. Thank you, Dez. I stopped by your live the other day to give support. AC King says I use 2 different genetic services and they agreed to almost to a degree. The stock was I am 1/4 Western European. I had no idea.
Well, here's the thing on when I had my DNA done, my mother's maiden name was Heinzler. Her mother's maiden name was Gatchel. And the guy before him came from Hamburg, Germany, but it showed no German because Europe's so mixed up.
Your girl's on her, John.
Okay, where's Janessa?
John Wells.
Okay. Hey, Janessa, I'm going to stop over and see Nifty after I'm done with Calvin here, so I'll be a little while.
And remember, guys, when you come over and you get with a Filipino, before you leave the airport, you have a name change. It goes from John to Hun.
Yes.
From Calvin to Hun or Honey.
Now, a lot of Americans especially go think it's creepy. I'm called Daddy Hun. I mean, that's just how it is. When I was in Mexico, my girlfriend there called me Little Daddy. So
I met a Filipino and her husband in America. He called her mommy. She called him daddy. They never call me that. It's always Hun or Honey. I like that. Yeah. Joe Bow says, shut that dog up. They left him outside, see. He's probably hungry or thirsty. William Anderson said, Big Head Larry says he dated Filipino P. Any truth to that? I don't know. I don't know Filipino P. She's a big YouTube superstar,
yes,
though.
She is.
75,000 subscribers, man. I mean, she's a star, really. And I only have good things to say about people in the YouTube community anyway, man. You'll never see me trolling him back. But yeah, Seth's Travel Vlogs. Check her out, too, because she got beautiful women on her. They live a nice life down there in Dumaguete. Her and her husband.
Oh, I agree.
I think he's American.
I lived there. I liked it.
But she's got beautiful women on her channel. That's what we need, John. We need some beautiful women.
Well, what's wrong with us?
With bikinis. I told her, send us some up here.
Back to talking about Filipino P. I've watched a few of hers, and she gives good advice. But remember, the Philippines are very big, and areas are very diverse.
It's a smorgasbord, guys. Take some from me and all the rest of them. Yeah, she says I'm in Darwin. Yeah, that's Dumaguete. You're right outside. I like Darwin, by the way. I like Zamboanguita, and I like what's the one that starts with a B? Bakong or something. Jack Lloyd in the house. What's going on? Honeydew. Let's see. Yeah,
yes.
Honeydew, bring those gals on. When it opens up, it's going to get a lot funner, guys.
There are beautiful Filipino women everywhere in the Philippines. Lady has some, in my opinion. That's everybody's opinion is different. Southern Lady has some of the most beautiful women.
Now, Seth's Travel Vlog says good for snorkeling here. Now, you're right across from Apple Island, right? Yeah, diving. Yeah, that's a big deal. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, if you want to see the most beautiful women in the Philippines, they're all over. Trust me. Go to Cebu City, man. I'm going to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to tell you, I love those Cebuanas, I guess.
Well, isn't that also Bisaya? I think when they say Bisaya or Cebuano, it's the same language, I think.
But I'm saying, but they call the people from Cebu
a little different.
Cebuanas.
Okay.
Because they're from Cebu in that area. Hey, Stephen K says, thanks for that super chat. He says, Des is Hangout Haven. Hey, how are you?
I see somebody ask the Calvin wear a Speedo on the live stream. Nobody's going to ask me to do it.
Oh, my God. That's Zorba Dundee. Those are nut huggers, man. I don't wear them. I need some freedom. Hey, John Gomez, thanks for your subscription. He said just subscribe. Yeah. Okay, here's a good one. He says, Adam Chenoweth, he said, a dirty puppy past is a great predictor of the future. That's how credit scores work. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to tell you what, over here, I don't think they go by the credit score. Did they run your credit?
No.
Cash is king here, really.
They did not run any credit when I got my apartment. When I bought that car, no credit. And I didn't. I gave them a down payment of 10,000 pesos. But when I went back, I said, "Well, I'm going to have to get onto the banking, figure out how to pay you guys." I said, "Well, you can just go ahead and take the car," and that really surprised me.
Yeah, Mr. Vega says Calvin doesn't wear plum smugglers. That's what you call them.
Plum smugglers.
Hey guys, we got about 5 minutes left. We got to get out here.
Well, I've enjoyed it. Thanks a lot, guys. It's been a good one.
Yeah, it's been a good one. It's always fun. Let's see if we can get 200 likes, guys.
Oh, we're only 196.
Okay. Mike D says, learn the culture and language if possible.
Yes.
Wherever you go, make friends with the big guy, or you might get dumped at Sunshine Shoulder. Well, I tell you what, I stay away from the big guys.
I do too.
It's trouble.
Be friendly,
man.
but
yeah.
I keep my distance also.
Yeah, because
but the rest of it, I agree.
That can get you killed. Yeah, but the rest of it. Now, we met the guy from Morocco. He said he doesn't try to learn the language. He said because enough people over here speak English.
And I agree.
But I learned a little bit of it
They
as
love
a respect for the people.
And I think that's why the Filipinos like it so much, because you're showing that you care enough to learn their language.
Hey, Sidney Gibson, I didn't pick up your phone because I'm online, but I want to send a shout out to Sidney Gibson. Tonight, he's sponsoring the 1,000 peso pandemic giveaway on my Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page. For the first time ever, we're giving away 10,000 pesos in the name of his late wife, in honor of his late wife, Montserrat Veracot. It's her 1-year death anniversary. Sydney, thank you so much. So we're going to spin the wheel 10 times tonight. We give away 10,000 pesos. Remember, this isn't a
That's
charity.
going to help a lot of people.
We're just, taking money from our pockets, giving it to people. Let's not complicate this, guys. And if they want to get mad at us for helping people during the pandemic, John, I'm sorry. These are some extraordinary times. It's going to take some extraordinary people to step up and do things like this. Thank you, Sidney Gibson, man. From the bottom of my heart, Filipino people, thank you. And you're going to feed a lot of people, man. 10,000 pesos. Wow. But yeah, guys, we're getting ready to get out here. It's late in America. I hope you help somebody before you let your head hit the pillow. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, and you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. Then the Philippines is what? 11:01 a.m.
We got all day.
Got all the rest of the day to find somebody to intensely help, John. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. Kona Ranger, thanks for the super chat. He said, great job helping the tricycle driver out. That's like helping the taxi driver out in New York. U.S. needs to understand what you did. Absolutely. And we were talking about that today, John. And I want y'all to know that Rick is very appreciative, but he has some mental health issues going on, guys. Okay. We're going to go out today. We could not buy them a refrigerator because the landlord said it draws too much electricity. So we're going to get them some chest of drawer type things for their clothes. Get them some curtains, some clothes for him and his wife. Take them some rice and some things like that. And we decided we're going to give them 200 pesos a day until their money runs out, John. Because if we give them any more than that, guys, I'm sorry, they may kill themselves. That 200 pesos is more than they've ever seen. Trust me, I've been over for 12 years, man. I know what I'm doing on that part.
And face it, you're doing it for the children.
That's right.
I mean,
because had it just been him and his wife, that 100 pesos, that would have been it.
Yeah.
But them two little kids, man, there's no way I was going to leave them out. When you see them,
the kids are innocent. It's not their fault.
It's not their fault. When you see them now, you're not even going to know them. They're totally, totally different. We're even going to take them to the doctor to give them a checkup. So take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time, guys. Thank y'all for your super chat, your super stickers, your thumbs up, your likes. But just your kindness and generosity support, guys.
Thank you very much.
Jay White says, how do I help the food pantry? Jay, just go on to any of my videos, look in the description, and you can donate to the PayPal link or the Cash Out link. Okay, I'm going to put my email here for anybody, well, wants to just, send me an email to talk or ask questions. There it is. Take care, guys. You got a shout out you want to give anybody, John?
Hey, just thank you, everybody. That was a good live stream.
Yeah, I'm going to see what we got. Now,